What's up, Aries? Welcome to your love Looksie. This is going to be a love reading for you guys, okay? So I'm going to check out the energies between you and the person that you are either in a relationship with, thinking about. If you're single, this could be someone who is coming into your life, okay? We're going to look at the advice, the blocks, all the shits, the most likely outcome, everything. Keep in mind it's not going to resonate with all of you guys, okay? So definitely check out your moon, your rising, your Venus, and even your Mars at this time, okay? And this is a timeless reading, so whenever you are called to click on it is when it is for you, okay? Now, I can't wait to just hurry up and clarify these cards. You know I already pulled them. I got some questions. I'm a little confusion about certain things. Okay. First impressions. It's clear that a lot of you guys are connecting with someone that you see future long-term with, right? You got the Hierophant card that's popping up here, but you also got the Five of Swords, which is popping up here, which is kind of like that going back and forth, the empty fights, the pettiness, all that kind of stuff. And it's interesting how it's kind of tied. Sorry, I'm skipping all around. Let's start here. Let's start here. Bottom of the deck, the unseen energy, you got the Two of Wands. Two of Wands energy is about making the plans, right? After you've gotten the spark of inspiration from that Ace of Wands, that spark of passion or fun or, the ideas, the creativity. Then we move to the Two of Wands where you kind of are in the planning stages. Now, a lot of you guys are looking at the world around you and you are really at a place of like, okay, so yeah, this is cute. So next step, I want this, I want that. That's where that higher level of commitment comes from, I think, for a lot of you. A lot of you are with people that you really see a future with, right? The Two of Wands is about doing something new. So this might be a great time to incorporate something new into your relationship at this time to really make sure it pops, right? But you guys are starting off with Five of Swords, Tower, and Hierophant card. Very, very interesting. Again, there's that commitment that I think you guys are really wanting and searching for within a person that's also connected to Taurus energy. I'm going to try not to get too much into the energy or into the signs and look at more of the energy, okay? Now, Five of Swords energy pops up whenever there are petty fights or like just things that's like, what would be the point of arguing with this person? It's empty. No one really wins. Now, what's interesting is, and I'm going to kind of bounce around, one of the cards that I pulled for the person that is opposite of you, right? Your partner or the person that you're thinking of is the Devil card. Now, look at the similarities between these cards. You've got, on one hand, you've got the Devil card where it looks like he's almost playing a mind game with this person. The other person's crouched down and like, oh my God, holding their head. And then in this Five of Swords, you've got a person holding their head. It almost seems like you guys are having a little bit of anxiety that's being presented to you due to your partner. Now, this could be for numerous reasons. It could be maybe they aren't communicating like normal. Maybe they're being a little bit more shut off or closed down. You feel like normal. Four of Pentacles. But also, well, I'm going to leave it at that until we clarify. It just feels like there's I don't know. I feel like you guys are starting to have worries or anxiety. But you know what's funny? What I automatically thought of when I saw this, I thought of a friend who is now married. But before she got married, she felt as though her boyfriend at the time was acting strange and a little guarded, not talking to her as much. She actually thought he was going to try to break up with her. But what it turns out was he was so focused on this secret proposal and all these things that he was trying to do that he was kind of energetically shutting down on her. So she automatically thought the worst when, yeah, like you could understand why she would think the things she was thinking because he was acting very different. But it actually ended up being a good surprise. And I'm going to clarify what that tower means because towers could be good surprises, right? It's basically when the universe is handing us a surprise. It's like, oh, let's kind of start over on this because this is a little bit shaky. It's not as grounded as you'd like, and let me help you rebuild. But they can be beautiful surprises. It could be beautiful things. Now, what is clarifying this Five of Swords is the Ten of Wands, which is very much connected to feeling overwhelmed, feeling like you're taking on too much. Now, look, here's a Devil card again. Now, you guys might be connecting with the Capricorn, right? That could also be a thing. But if you guys are taking on too much, it feels like you guys are and you're feeling overwhelmed. But with this Five of Swords, it's like you don't want to argue about it. So maybe this is something that you've been letting slide. But then at the same time, you're still overwhelmed and you're still doing too much. Now, I would suggest you drop some of those wands. I would suggest you delegate. I would suggest you have certain conversations, because if we let these energies fester for too long, it can turn into way more serious things, right? One serious thing is like you guys being defensive. Tower card. So Seven of Wands is what's clarifying the Tower card. Let me pull one more card for that. Again, the Tower card, there's surprises. There's surprises from the universe. It's something that happens suddenly, unexpectedly, and it kind of shakes us, right? It shakes us to the core a little bit because it just kind of came out of nowhere. And then when you got the Seven of Wands, that's someone who's feeling defensive or someone who's feeling a little bit ganged up on. So you guys might be in a, I'm telling you, oh my God, I cannot make this shit up. Sorry. I wanted to pull another card, and the card that I pulled was the Knight of Cups. So again, this actually surprise could be coming towards you. It could be actually a good one. It feels like it's something good. I'm telling you, it really reminded me of my homegirl situation where she thought that old boy was about to break up with her, but actually he wasn't. He was wanting to commit to her further. Whatever it is, it feels like things are gonna kind of get to a point where they kind of bubble up and fester a little bit for you before anything happens. I don't know. I just feel like there's frustration and things that you guys are kind of holding in that you don't want to talk about because you also don't want to pop off. You know what I mean? And people have given you the stereotype of like, oh, Aries will, you know, just go off and which you guys will, but there is usually a reason. I don't think you guys ever do it unnecessarily. Like maybe you might go a little further than I would, but I'm a Libra, so what do I know? You know what I mean? I think that's one of the things I look at you guys as Aries as being my polar opposite sign, whereas like I look at you guys and I'm like, okay, I see you do things that I can afford to have a little bit more edge with certain things. Whereas I think you guys look at someone like Libra who's a little bit more passive and like, I could hold back a little bit. I didn't have to do all of that, right? So finding the perfect balance. But it feels like you guys are in a situation where you're feeling like things are getting really rocky. Things are feeling really sensitive maybe. Maybe you've been feeling like you've been doing everything by yourself on your own. But it looks like they're going to come to you with some type of offer. Now, at the bottom of the deck right now is a Sun card. This is about hope and healing and, well, not hope and healing, but it's about like hope and it's about happiness. It's about exposure. It's about coming out on top. It's the Yes card. It's about passion. Some of you guys might be connecting to a Leo. It's also about family and moving forward with that. Some of you guys might even be finding out that you're pregnant, right? And so with that comes some different level of stress, right? That is something that can happen unexpectedly and out of the blue. There's something that's going to deepen the connection for some of you. Oh, shit. Okay. Wow. Some of you, there is a breakup coming. It's interesting because I see some of you, so this is such a split reading. So honestly, take this as it resonates. For some of you, there is a breakup that's going to be coming. You got the Three of Swords clarifying the Hierophant card. Let me pull one more card though, because with that Knight of Cups, I do feel like there's good news for some people too. Show me more about the Hierophant. You know, with Mars being retrograde in your sign, this is crazy. It's showing me, okay, so I'm getting two different scenarios. For some of you guys, you're stressing out about things with your relationship. Maybe you're not feeling like this person is efforting as much as they once were. And there is a chance that's coming to an end. Look, Clarifying the Hierophant card, you got Three of Swords, which is about a breakup or heartbreak, but then you also got the Four of Wands. I think for some of you guys, this is a jumping off point to deepen your connection and to further your relationship. So for some of you guys with the Hierophant and the Four of Wands, this is speaking of marriage. So and with that Knight of Cups, so some of you guys, this might be a time, end of the year, where you're getting proposed to. Some of you guys, this could be the actual opposite. Now, with Mars being retrograde in your sign, this can mean a few things. For a lot of people, this takes away the fight. So if things have been feeling really icky and sticky in your relationship, it's almost like you don't even have the energy or want to fight about this anymore. And those of you will be, I think, stepping away from this. For others of you, this could be something that like your relationship is deepening. Mars in Aries is very much, and with like the retrograde, is very much a make or break time. So you will see just outside of even you and people like your friends, their relationships, people are either going to make it or break it right now. People who have been like, walking on rice paper in their relationship, this might be the time where you see a lot of breakups. If this is you, then you know it's you. Take the message as it resonates. For some of you guys, this is, though, a time where you guys are deepening the relationship. It just depends on who I'm talking to, right? General reading. Now, the person got the Sun, the Emperor, and the Devil. 3 major arcana. What I can say is they're going through a massive change. Sun card, all about happiness, all about exposure, all about getting over brick walls and hurdles, right? So some of you guys, this could be like you dealing with a Leo. Some of you guys, there's another Aries in the mix, Capricorn in the mix. The Devil twice. If you are dealing with someone on the lower level of things, like where things are not going well, someone who like it's feeling like this 5 of Swords is connected to them or the 3 of Swords is connected to them, there may be something that is exposed. When we talk about the Sun, we talk about exposure. All things are visible in the Sun. All truth is there. When we talk about the Devil, we talk about power. What has power over us? We talk about toxic behaviors. We talk about being bound. There might be something that's exposed with this person if you're dealing with like that 3 of Swords energy. For others of you, this might be heightened sexual activity. Now, for a lot of people, this Mars retrograde, it's going to mess with their sex drive. For you guys, it's not looking like so much. This could be a time where you guys are really on fire right now. Emperor, 4 of Cups. Some of you guys are dealing with someone who is shady. I do see both scenarios. I'm feeling overwhelming sense of like the lower level scenario more, which I hate. But some of you guys, this is a time where you guys are going to be deepening your connection. I feel that off tops, right? Some of you guys, this is a time where there's going to be exposure and a walking away. And with the exposure, if you are getting some type of something revealed to you, because look, we got the Sun with the Devil card, so I think that's revealing that toxic energy. Remember, we also got the Tower too. So there's something that some of you guys are going to find out about your partner that has you being like, what the hell? No. And it's interesting too, because we're not here and I'm jumping around, but the most likely outcome is 2 of Swords, which is like an indecision, right? And I see now, I was irritated when I first pulled the card, but I see now why I got it. This reading is very split, and it's very, very, very important that you use your discernment, because I see it going in a good way for some, and then for others, you guys are dealing with someone who might be a little controlling, might be a little bossy, right? Because Aries energy in a bad flip is someone who is doing too much. It's more of like a dictatorship. This person could also feel like you are being too bossy. You are too controlling in this relationship, and maybe it's something that they just don't want anymore. Ooh, Lord, the Devil. Clarifying that is 7 of Cups. So this person may be looking at other options around them. Ooh, and then look at 8 of Cups walking away. Okay, I'm just going to speak to the people who seem like they're breaking up because this feels more overwhelming, that storyline. Some of you guys, there's a surprise proposal or even a pregnancy, I will say, coming your way if you're in a good relationship. Let's focus on those of y'all who are struggling because this is like struggle. Now, blocks, 9 of Cups. That's about having happiness independent of anybody else. That's the block. Someone is not happy with themselves or someone is not happy in this relationship. And if they're not happy with themselves in this relationship, then you can't have a happy relationship. 10 of Pentacles, clarifying. Oh, Lord, I hope it's not. Listen, who did I just do? Was it Sag? Look at my notes. Scorpio. If you're dealing with a Scorpio, have Scorpio in a chart, I would definitely look at theirs because for their reading, it felt like there could be another family, like an outside family. For this, it could be 2. I feel like there's something that's going to be exposed. Either you guys are getting a surprise and a good of like a proposal or like, oh, hey, I'm pregnant. Or it could be exposed that someone was like doing some dirt behind your back. Oh, I hate that for you guys. Advice to moving forward. 8 of Pentacles. That's doing work. Doing good work. Successfully moving forward. This is about building up to that 10 of Pentacles. For some of you guys, this has to do with doing work on yourself. Ace of Wands. New action. So, again, I really want you to use your discernment. I know this reading is like very flipped, but some of you guys, there's going to be passion and newness, like some type of a new offer in your relationship. I feel that strong. On a good flip. Those of you guys who are in a relationship where you're in a good place, remember, I said this is a time where a lot of relationships are make or break. And for others of you, it feels like, woo, it might be a little difficult. Let's clarify this 2 of Swords. That's the inability to make a decision, right? Kind of feeling stuck between 2 worlds, 2 minds. Healing. Star card. Wishes fulfilled. That's hope and healing. From this energy, a 9 of Swords. Energy. 9 of Swords energy is awful. It's can't eat, can't sleep, can't think right, feeling bad. Let me pull 3 more cards for Aries. What is the last thing I need to know? This was really interesting. I'm excited for the few of you who are doing well. I do feel like there's some of you guys who are actually doing well, but then I feel like there's some of you guys who are, Moon. Something is going to come out maybe around November, December. This is going to be a completion of a cycle for a lot of you guys. Okay. The Moon. We talk about secrets, things coming out, mysterious energy. Temperance. Talks about being patient, talks about taking time, finding the right flow. So far, we've got Pisces and Sagittarius energy. And then we've got the World, which is the completion of a major cycle. This is you guys getting over something and jumping into something new. We've got all the fixed signs in the corner. So you've got Leo, Aquarius, Scorpio, and Taurus. I hate that, but some of you guys are going to be finding out that somebody wasn't being as honest with you as they needed to be. So if you've been feeling super heavy in your relationship where you've been kind of feeling like, ooh, I don't know, something's wrong, but trying to avoid it, this is a time where I think some things are going to come out. Okay. You guys got 3 oracle cards that came out, which again, now that I did the whole reading, it makes sense why you got these, because I feel like these are all talking to kind of different things. For one, somebody got unrequited love. So if you know you're in a trash relationship, this is for you. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. Also, make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. So for those of you who may be, align more with the story that I was telling you about in the beginning about my homegirl who she thought things were going wrong and then ended up, he was distant because he was nervous and trying to plan their little proposal and all that stuff. There's making the effort, right? Now, you also got a past life relationship. You have known each other before. Now, this can go both ways because sometimes we connect with certain souls to teach us lessons, right? I feel an overwhelming majority of you guys will be walking away from something toxic because within the next few months, and again, this is timeless, it feels like something's going to be exposed to you guys, that this person wasn't being as honest. And this could be about them just being honest with their feelings and not wanting to be here. This could be about them having other relationships outside of you. There's something. For others of you, it's like total extremes. For others of you, literally, this is a time where you guys are going to be deepening your relationship. So, this will be interesting to see how this plays out. I cannot wait to talk to you guys for October. We're talking about 7th house energy, relationship energy. It'll be interesting to see how this goes. If you would like a personal reading, definitely reach out to me. Other than that, I will see you guys soon. I love you very much. Bye, Aries.